Stretching is one of the essential elements of training, which is aimed at building a strong and functional body. Lack of strength limits you in the same way that lack of flexibility does. Yet we often sacrifice stretching for other types of training that we may see as more important. At least I know I sometimes do. Why is that? Well, I suppose it's because session of strength training rewards us immediately after it's finished. You feel pumped, tired, or out of breath, and we get addicted to this feeling. Stretching, however, often leaves us with a feeling of emptiness, like we didn't train at all. Another reason for it may be the fact that, for example, holding a human flag is much more exciting than being able to touch your toes, so the long-term goals of strength training are just more appealing. This is why it's easier to motivate yourself to do a strength training than stretching. Because of all of this, the main question of the video, how often should you stretch, is not as easy to answer as one would think. Combine motivation problems with the fact that it takes a long time to see the effects of stretching, and what you get? Failure at staying consistent and dedicated to this aspect of developing your body. Long-term consistency trumps short-term intensity, as Bruce Lee once said. This is especially important in stretching, because getting very flexible is a very long-term project. I could answer the title question like this: stretching every day will give you the best results, so do it 7 days a week. But the real question is, how long can you maintain such high frequency and intensity? You may get super motivated by watching a movie or seeing someone very flexible perform amazing feats of mobility and decide to start stretching every day. But after doing that for a couple of weeks and seeing very slow progress, you get disheartened and quit stretching at all. Compare that to someone who didn't go all in on the first day and made a less ambitious decision to stretch only twice a week. Lower frequency makes this plan easier to sustain, so this person keeps on going for several months. After that time, even if the overall number of training sessions for both cases is the same, the latter will definitely have better results. So basically what I'm saying here is that you need to consider stretching as a long-term project and create a plan that will be sustainable for you for months or even years. If it's only once a week, fine, as long as you stay dedicated and don't miss any sessions. Of course, the sustainable consistency is different for everybody. Some of you may have a lot of time and motivation, and you may be able to do 4 or even 5 sessions a week without any problems. That's awesome. The higher frequency will definitely yield superior effects than stretching 1 or 2 times a week. But again, that's only true if you stay consistent for long periods of time. Personally, I found that stretching twice a week works the best for me. If I try to stretch more frequently than that, then I struggle a lot to complete the plan, start missing out some sessions, and get upset with myself. To find your optimal frequency, just start with stretching twice a week, do it for a month, and then if you feel like you can cram more sessions into your schedule, increase its number to 3 a week. Do that for another month, assess your plan again, and so on. This way you're going to find an ideal intensity that suits your schedule the best, allows you to carry out the plan for months or years, and reward you with great results. Being ambitious is great, but being too ambitious can backfire on you and get you nowhere in the long run. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, where I'll be posting a lot of cool pictures from my latest trip to Malta. As always, thanks to my patrons for supporting the channel. See you soon!